Devaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiriya Nashtibraya Shivakarteshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhakti Nashtiki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Chapter 9, Nityananda's childhood pastimes and travels to holy places. Adikhanda, Chapter 9, text 192. So Nityanand Prabhu has met Madhavendra Puri, and now Nityanand Prabhu went south, and Madhavendra Puri went to see the Sarayu River. In their absorption of Krishna consciousness, they both forgot their own lives. अतएव जीवनेर रसिका से विहारे माया ठाकी लेखे से विरहे प्राण रहे. Therefore, a devotee's feeling of separation for the Lord maintains his life. Otherwise, how could such intense feelings be tolerated if one were in external consciousness? Devotee's feelings of separation for the Lord maintains his life. It's a different philosophy. If one experiences intense feelings of distress in separation from the Lord, while overwhelmed in love for Krishna, then he cannot protect his life in separation from the Lord. That is why one who is devoid of external consciousness remains constantly in the transcendental internal mood of uninterrupted ecstatic love in spite of intolerable separation from the Lord. And due to an increase and nourishment of ecstatic devotion service, sustaining his life becomes possible. Hard to understand. See, this feeling of separation, especially for the devotees, for gopis or even Nand Baba, Yashoda Maya, they were not in external consciousness. They were internal. Internally they were completely in separation and in love with Krishna. And this sustains their life. And due to an increase in nourishment of ecstatic devotional service. Like like Prabhupada also said, I'm away from Vrindavan, but I'm never away from Vrindavan, something like that. Yes, he was in separation from Vrindavan when he was in New York. But internally he was always in Vrindavan. And that sustained him. This is confirmed in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita in the following words. Pure love for Krishna, just like gold from the Jambu river, does not exist in human society. If it existed, there could not be separation. If separation were there, one could not live. Thus speaking, the son of Srimati Shachi Mata recited another wonderful verse, and Ramanand Rai and Swarup Damodar heard this verse with rapt attention. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I feel shameful to disclose the activities of my heart. Nonetheless, I shall be done with all formalities and speak from them. Please hear. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued. My dear friends, I have not the slightest tinge of love of Godhead within my heart. When you see me crying in separation, I am just falsely exhibiting a demonstration of my good fortune. Indeed, not seeing the beautiful face of Krishna playing his flute, I continue to live my life like an insect, without purpose. Actually, my love for Krishna is far, far away. Whatever I do is actually false. When you see me cry, I'm simply exhibiting my great fortune. Please try to understand this beyond a doubt. Even though I do not see the moonlight face of Krishna playing on his flute, and although there is no possibility of my meeting him, still I take care of my own body. That is the way of lust. In this way, I maintain my fly-like life. Oh, that's his humility that he is speaking like that. But this is the mood of separation, and this is what Madhvendra Puri came to give us, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us further mood of separation. Constantly thinking of Radha and Krishna for us, for devotees. Of course, Radharani was constantly thinking of Krishna in separation, and Krishna as Jagannath is thinking of Radharani in separation, always. And not just thinking, crying in separation. This is just different, completely different. Nityananda Madhavendra Dui Darshan, Yeshu Ne Tar Mile Krishna Premadhan. Whoever hears these topics regarding the meeting between Nityananda Prabhu and Madhavendra Puri will certainly achieve the wealth of love for Krishna. Mate Nityananda Brahme Prema Rase Setu Bande Ailena Kateka Divase. After traveling in this ecstatic mood for some days, Nityananda arrived at Setu Bande. धनु तीर्थ स्नान करी गेला रामेश्वर तबे प्रभु आई लेना विजय नगर. After taking bath at Dhanush Tirtha, he went to see Lord Rameshwar. Then the Lord went to Vijayanagar. Mayapuri Avanti Dekhiya Godavari Ailena Jioda Narsimha Devapuri. He visited Mayapuri, Avanti, and the Godavari River, and then he went to the abode of Jiyad Narsimha. त्रिमल्ला देखिया कूर्म नाथ पुण्य स्थान शेष नीला चल चंद्र देखिते पयान. He visited Trimala and Kurma Kshetra, and eventually he went to see Jagannath, the Lord of Nilachal. So Trimala is Tirupati. So he went there, Kurma Kshetra, and then went to see Lord Jagannath. Ailena Nila Chandrera Nagare Dhwaj Dekhi Matra Mushahaila Sharire. As he approached Nilachal, he fell unconscious upon seeing the temple flag. देखिलेन चतुर्व्यूह रूप जगन्नाथ प्रकट परमानंद भक्त वर्ग साथ. He saw Lord Jagannath as the source of Chaturvyuh, Vasudev, Sankartan, Pradyumna, and Anirudh, and surrounded by his dear devotees. The word Chaturvyuha refers to Sri Jagannath, who is combined form of Vasudev, Sankartan, Pradyumna, and Anirudh. In other words, Sri Dwarkadhish. The second line of this verse indicates that Sri Nandanandan, who is the personification of ecstatic pastimes, has appeared at Nilachal. Sri Purushottam Kshetra, along with his servants, assist in his pastimes. देखी मात्रा हैलेना पुल के मूर्छित पुनः बाया है पुनः पड़े पृथ्वी पे. Immediately upon seeing the Lord, Nityananda's hair stood on end and he fell unconscious. When he regained consciousness, he again fell. Now that is ecstasy, complete ecstasy. He fell on the ground unconscious. Even when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri, first time when he went, he ran toward Jagannath, he saw Shyam Sundar, and he fell unconscious. And he was carried by Sarvam Bhattacharya carried by servants to Sarvam Bhattacharya's house. And he had no sign of life, only. Then Sarvam Bhattacharya put some soft cotton swab at his nostrils. He saw the strands were moving. Then he understood he's still breathing. No sign of any. And here Nityananda Prabhu, he fell unconscious. When he regained consciousness, he again fell to the ground. Kampushved Pulakashru Achada Hunkara Ika Hite Pare Nityananda Vikara. Shivering, perspiring, crying, falling to the ground, and loud roaring. Who can describe these ecstatic transformations that were exhibited by Lord Nityananda? Hey Mata Nityananda Thaki Nila Chal, Dekhi Ganga Sagar, Aila Kutuhal. After remaining in Nilachal for some time, Nityananda went in jubilation to Ganga Sagar. So that is near Calcutta. Tar Tirth Jar Sab Kepa Reka Hi Kichu Liki Lan Matra Tara Kripa Hai. Who can describe the Lord's pilgrimage? I have written in brief only by his mercy. Ei mat tirth bhrami nityananda rai punar bar asiya milila mathura. After visiting various holy places in this way, Lord Nityananda returned again to Mathura. Niravadi Vrindavane Karina Vasati Krishnera Aveshena Janin Devarati. He continually stayed in Vrindavan and became so absorbed in Krishna that he did not know whether it was day or night. आहार नाहिक कदाचिन दुप्त पान सेह यदि आया चित केह करे दान. He did not eat, but he occasionally drank some milk whenever someone offered it to him. So ayachit. He didn't even ask for milk. So when somebody just offered, he would take. Otherwise, he would be just thinking of Krishna, absorbed in Krishna. Navadvipe Gaurachandra Ache Gupta Bhav Iha Nityananda Swagupera Maneja. Lord Nityananda knew well that Lord Gaurachandra was living incognito in Navadvip. He thought to himself, Apana Aishwarya Prabhu Prakashi Bejabe Ami Giya Karimu Apana Sevata. I will go serve Lord Gauranga when he manifests his opulences. So opulence of Sankirtan. So that is when Nityananda Prabhu came to Navadvip. Before that, now he remained in Mathura or Vrindavan. ए मानसिक कार्य नित्यानंद राय मथुरा छाड़िया नवद्वीप नाही जान. Thinking in this way, Lord Nityananda did not go to Navadvip, but remained at Mathura. निरवधि विहारे कालिंदीर जल शिशु संगे वृंदावन लखे लखे. He regularly enjoyed sporting in the waters of the Yamuna and played with the children in Vrindavan. यद्यपि यह नित्यानंद धरे सर्वशक्ति तथापि यह कारेह न दिलेन विष्णु भक्ति. जबे गौर चंद्र प्रभु करीबे प्रकाश तासे आज्ञाए भक्ति दानेर विलास. केह किछु न करे चैतन्य आज्ञा भी इहा ते अल्पता नहीं पाए प्रभु ज्ञान. Although Lord Nityananda is omnipotent, he did not distribute devotional service to the Lord at that time. When Lord Gaurchandra manifests his opulence, then on his order he would begin to distribute devotional service. The servants and associates of Lord Chaitanya did not like to do anything without his instruction, but this does not diminish their glories in the least. So Nityananda Prabhu did not start preaching, did not distribute devotional service till Lord Chaitanya ordered him. Because with the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of course, Lord Nityananda doesn't need any strength, but it is said that with the order of Guru comes a strength also to execute those instructions. Even Haridas Thakur, he was not preaching before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the devotees to go start preaching. Being a personal expansion of and non-different from Sri Gaur Krishna, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who is Baldev, the personification of pure goodness, and who is the only bestower of love for Gaur Krishna, neither displayed mercy on anyone, nor distributed or preached chanting the holy name in love of God while visiting the holy places, thereby surpassing his eternally worshipable Lord Sriman Mahaprabhu's desire, direct order, or time for the pastimes of preaching the chanting of the holy names in love of God. When the Supreme Independent Lord Mahaprabhu, out of his own free will and causeless mercy, will manifest his own glories to the fallen souls, at that time Sri Nityananda Prabhu will also manifest the pastime of door-to-door distribution of the holy names and love of God to the sinful living entities. Because the mood is, even of Nityanand Prabhu, the mood is, I am servant, Gauranga. So when he orders me, then I'll start doing the preaching work. Therefore, following in the footsteps of Sri Nityananda, anyone who desires his own welfare does not transgress etiquette and manifest elevated language or material ego on the pretext of preaching topics of Krishna, while proudly masquerading as a guru in the presence of the Supreme Lord or his empowered representative, the Vaishnava Guru. That is why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written in his pure devotion song about Kalyana Kalpataru as follows. Amita Vaishnava Buddhi Haile, Amanina Haibe Ami. Pratisthasa Asi Hirde Dushibe Haiba Niregami. If I think I am a Vaishnava, I should look forward to receiving respect from others. And if the desire for fame and reputation pollute my heart, I shall certainly go to hell and, and happens. Look forward to receiving respect from others. And although the qualification for chanting the holy names is Amanina Manadena Kirtanya Sadahari. Amanina does not expect any respect from himself, but still gives respect to everybody else. Then one can chant the holy name constantly. The eternally blissful form of knowledge, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, is the eternal worshipable Lord of the living entities. And to carry out his order with body, mind, and speech is real Vaishnava faith. This is pure transcendental spiritual identification. This position is most relishable and beyond the insignificant, partial, abominable nature of perishable material. This position of servant and carrying out the order of Mahaprabhu or Krishna with body, mind, and speech, body, mind, and words, is real Vaishnava fame, nothing else. And that is why when we get initiated, we get that surname as Das. And even when Maharaj Prataprudra met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri and he was serving Mahaprabhu at the time of Rath Yatra, Mahaprabhu asked him, who are you? He did not say, I'm the king and I'm this Vaishnava, I did this service for you. Das, 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 and Das. Gopir Bharata Padkamaleor, Das, 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 and Das. The servant of Krishna. This is what says. This position is most relishable and beyond the insignificant, partial, abominable nature of perishable matter. And becoming prominent or dominant in the material sense is actually abominable. Anxiety-filled service and simply another way of describing one's insignificance. So becoming prominent or dominant in the material sense. Everybody in the material world is trying that. Businessman wants to earn more money and just put down his competitors whichever way is possible. And he thinks I'm great, I'm the best. But they're always in anxiety, always. Somebody will come and get it from me. I cannot sustain, or to sustain his position, his money, his power, he has to work harder and harder. And for a devotee, humble devotee, I'm servant of servant of servant of servant. Where is the uh, question of sustaining that position? Who's going to take away that position? Nobody. So that is why that mood is very, very. We are servants. And that's why we call each other Prabhu. You're my Prabhu. You're my master. That mood should be there, not just lip service. Ki Ananta Kiba Shiva Ajadi Devata Chaitanya Gyare Hanta Karta Palai Brahma, Ananta, Shiva and other demigods create, maintain and destroy under the order of Lord Chaitanya. Ihate ye papi gan mane dukh paye Vaishnavera adrisya se papi sarvaha. Sinful persons who do not like to hear such things are not fit to be seen by the Vaishnavas. Not fit to be even seen by them. Forget about uh, talking to them. Of course, as compassionate person, devotees try to preach, try to help others. साक्षात ही देख सबे यही त्रिभुवन नित्यानंद द्वारे पाइले न प्रेम धन. Just see for yourself how Nityananda Prabhu has blessed the people of this universe with the treasure of devotional service. चैतन्य आदि भक्त नित्यानंद राय चैतन्य यश वैसे यहाँ जीवन. Lord Nityananda is the foremost devotee of Lord Chaitanya. For the glories of Lord Chaitanya will always reside on his tongue. आहर निश चैतन्य का कथा प्रभु का है, तार भंजिले से चैतन्य भक्ति है. Day and night, Lord Nityananda chants the glories of Lord Chaitanya. So when one worships Nityananda, he certainly attains devotion for Lord Chaitanya. आदि देव जय जय नित्यानंद राय चैतन्य महिमा सुरे जहाँ कृपा. All glories to Lord Nityananda, who is the first manifestation of Lord Chaitanya. The glories of Lord Chaitanya become manifest by his mercy. चैतन्य कृपाए है नित्यानंद राति नित्यानंद जानी ले आपद नहीं करती. One becomes attached to Nityananda by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and one who knows Nityananda never faces any adversaries. He's Lord Nityananda. He is always happy, and his devotees are always happy. On the strength of non-depletitious surrender to the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, a living entity achieves freedom from the conditioned state and becomes qualified to assist Sri Nityananda in his 10 forms of service to God Krishna. Sri Thakur Narottam has sung, Hena Nitai Vine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai, Drid Kari Dhar Nitai Ire Pai. Without the mercy of Lord Nityananda, no one can achieve Radha Krishna. Therefore, tightly catch hold of Nityananda, Nitai's lotus feet. Liberated souls are eligible to drown in the ocean of Shri Gaura's service under the guidance of Shri Nityananda. संसारे पार है भक्ति रसागर जेडु vive se bhajo karnita chandre. Those who wish to cross the ocean of material existence and drown in the ocean of devotion service must worship Lord Nityananda. Keha bole Nityananda Jaina Balaram, Keha bole Chaitanya Bala Priya Dham. Someone said Nityananda is just like Balram. Another person said he's most dear to Chaitanya. Kiva yati Nityananda, Kiva Bhakta Gyani, Jada Jaina Mata Icha, Na Bola Eke, Yese Kena, Chaitanya Nityananda Nahi, Tabu Sei, Pada Padma Rahuka Hirta. Someone may consider Nityananda a sannyasi, someone may consider him a devotee, and someone may consider him a jnani. They may say whatever they like, even if Nityananda was the most insignificant servant of Lord Chaitanya. Still, I would keep his lotus feet in my heart. So this is the glories of Lord Nityananda, and this is the mood of um, Vrindavan Das Thakur about Lord Nityananda. Even if whatever somebody says this, somebody may say Nityananda Prabhu is this, I still keep his lotus. So that is how glorious Lord Nityananda is, and his service for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is amazing. Okay, I guess you can stop and see anybody have any questions or comments.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Everyone
प्रभु
has
जी, ये
shared.
लास्ट टेक्स्ट कौन सा था आपने जो पढ़ा है अभी? मेरा कंप्यूटर स्टक हो गया था।
224.
224। ओके, ठीक है। थैंक यू प्रभु जी, थैंक यू सो मच।
Okay. Hare
हरे
Krishna. Jai Shri
कृष्णा,
Krishna.
जय
थैंक
श्री
यू प्रभु जी।
प्रभुपाद।
हरे कृष्णा, जय श्री प्रभु।